Adjectives. Now, adjectives are really very important, and adjectives really define, or they give us the freedom to define the feelings, good or bad. We can convey these. We can convey these feelings. So how are you feeling about something? If you like something, how is it? If you don't like something, how is it? How do you do that? You use adjectives to define those feelings. Okay? Let me give you an example. Number one, okay, you look at a flower and you see what? You see a flower, yes, but then how do you like it? You say it is. It is beautiful, isn't it? So when you say it's beautiful, it's a flower, it's beautiful, and you've defined it. You said it. How is a flower? You said it is beautiful. And it is meaningful. Adjectives are very important, my friends. Next is, that's it. Look at the next image. It's what is it? How would you say what it is? It is funny, isn't it? So, since it's funny, it's not funny, it's an adjective. And in the next picture, you'd see a lot of colors. So you would say those stones or eggs are colorful. And then you see a city, which is like huge. So then you say huge. So huge is what? It's what? It is an adjective. You got it right. Okay. So now I'm excited about it because I am, and I want to tell you how do we use adjective, how do we compare them, and what's the best way to improve your English so that you sound like this sophisticated professional. Let's get started. Definition of adjective. We use an adjective to describe a noun and a pronoun, okay? So what's a noun? You know what a noun is. Your name is noun, my name is noun, camera through which we are recording is noun. There are lights, they are noun. The sky, your book, your pen, my shirt, my tie, everything is noun. Right. Okay. So I'm sure we've done that in school days and a little bit of it in college too. In case you haven't understood it, don't worry. I will teach you that as well. So basically, we all know what noun is: name, place, thing, animal. Right? It's all noun. And pronoun is I, we, you, they. So things that we use, words that we use in place of a noun. Okay. Good. So let's understand this further. So an adjective tells us about what? I just gave you a clue. About a person. About what? About an animal. About what? A place. About what? A thing. And I'm sure we've all played name, place, thing, animal when we were kids. So yes, it's that. It's based on noun. So that's where adjective is used. It's used to do things. One is the noun, two is the pronoun. Let's get started with and understand a little more in deep. Alright. Now, an adjective answers the following question. An adjective answers the following questions. Now, how would you know something is adjective? You need to ask these questions and you will understand what an adjective is. Okay? Ready? Shall we get started? Okay. So, let's get deep into adjectives. Now, by the time the session ends, I'm sure you would be very good with it. Right, so what kind of adjective? So how will you know if something is adjective? Number one thing that you need to know, my dear friends, is ask questions. You ask questions, right questions, and you will know which word exactly in your sentence is adjective. Alright, so let's see. I found a real rose in... I found a red rose in the cave. What kind of rose it was? It was red. You got it right. So you ask a question. I'll say that again. I found a red rose in the cave. What kind of rose? A red rose. Good. So you know the answer is red. So you ask the question and then like what kind, and then get the answer, which is red. Next one. Next question is which one? So, I would eat these cakes. Which cakes? These cakes in the plate in front of me. Now they're not in front of me, but but I'm sure we all love cakes and pastries. So these, imagine, there are cakes here and pastries. Okay, these ones. So what kind of I would eat these cakes. So which cakes? These. Okay. So which one? These ones. What's the answer? These. And the answer is the adjective. Good job, you're now learning very quickly. Very good. Next one is how many. So, how many? Yeah, what? No, I'm not asking you, I'm saying that's the question, how many? So, let's see how do we ask that question. The sentence is, will you give me 3 tickets, please? 3 tickets, please. So, I'm asking you, will you give me 3 tickets, please? So, one from me, one from my friend Adi, and the other from my friend Vijay. So, 3 of us, me and 2 of my friends, are trying to go for a movie. So, will you give me 3 tickets, please? Now, the question that you can ask me to understand the adjective is, how many tickets? The answer is 3. So, 3 is what? It's the adjective. Here, good. So, this is what we can do to understand adjectives. Ask questions, and what will come as the answer would be the adjective. So we do it quickly again so that I make sure, so I'm sure that we're on the same page. Number one. Number one question is, what kind? So let's take one more example. I saw green building. What building? Green. So green is the answer, and green is the adjective. Next is which. Which one? So let's see which. So what example can I give you? Let's say I want these shirts. Which shirts? These. So what's the adjective here? These. Okay. Next one is how many. Now, so I will ask you, will you give me 10 mangoes, please? How many? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So what's the answer? 10. So what's the adjective here? It is 10. Now, we're looking for the placement. Where is the adjective placed in a sentence? Okay, so we're looking for the placement. Where is adjective placed? Where would you find the adjective? In a sentence. Alright, I know you're smarter than me, and you will learn it like this. Okay, usually, an adjective comes in front of the noun it is describing. So it comes in front of the noun it is describing. So this is the noun, so this is the adjective. They are together, nominee. So let's take a look at the example. The big balloon floated over the dark sea. So the big balloon floated over the dark sea. So what's the adjective here? What's the noun here? Let's understand the noun first. What's the noun here? It's obviously the balloon, because what are we talking about? The balloon. And what else? So where did it float? Over what? Over the sea. Okay? These are the 2 nouns in the sentence. Balloon and the sea. Now, an adjective, like we discussed, it comes in front of the noun. So which is the adjective here? There are 2. One describing the balloon and the other describing the sea. Yes, it's not this sea, it is the ocean. Sea, river, yeah, it's that one. The ones you find when you travel. So, seas, you know what seas are, right? Okay, so how was the balloon? It was big. That's what the sentence says. How was the sea? It was dark. Okay, big balloon over the dark sea. Yes. Did you feel scared? Okay, so big balloon over the dark sea. It was floating over it. So we understood, right? So it came before the noun. Here also before the noun, which is sea, so dark, balloon, and big. Okay, an adjective can also come after certain verbs. Now, English is obviously, as we know it, that it's a language which has a lot of exceptions. So, one sentence, one method would say this, and the other rule will be something else. So, but majorly, that's what it is. Majorly, it comes before the noun. Now, when else it can come? It can also come after it. So, an adjective can also come, let's see how. An adjective can also come after certain verbs. These include the be forms, which is am, is, are, and seems, look, appear, sound, smell, taste, feel, get, become, remain, keep, so on and so forth. Example, you want to see an example? Here is an example for you right away. The example is, the room smells good. So, what's the noun here? Obviously, it's the room. What are we talking about? The subject is room. So, the room smells good. Okay. Ideally, as per the rule, an adjective comes before the noun. Okay, it comes before it. So the room here. So there's this article, definite article, though, and then there's room, and there's an adjective. Why? Oh my God! How did that happen? I'll tell you how it happened. It happened because we said certain adjectives can come after certain verbs. So, let's say verbs and nouns both. So, let's see this example. The room smells good. So, the room that I am in, or the room that you are in, it smells good. Alright, so if it smells good, nice. But is it coming before room, which is a noun? No. Is it coming before the verb smells? No. It is coming after the noun and after the verb. So it says the room smells good. And what is good here? Good is the adjective. So, hence proved that adjective normally it comes before the noun, but it can also come after the verb. So, can you think of one more example? Now I will give you time. You think of one more example where the adjective comes after the verb and the noun. You can take this example as a reference. Can you think of something? Please think. I'm waiting. La 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 la. I'm waiting. Yeah. Think of something. Got it? I'm sure you have. Let me give you one more example. Okay. Now, sir, it is very simple. Just pick something from here only. So it says the room smells good. What else can smell good? You see, the flower, like we discussed, the flower. Okay. So let's replace it the room by flower. Okay. The flower smells good. Again, comes after that. So let's pick up something else from the list of the verbs. Let's say the room. Now let's keep the same noun but change the verb. The room seems. So let's say seem is the verb. So the room seems beautiful. So the room seems how? Beautiful. Remember, we need to ask questions how and which. So how? The room seems how? It seems beautiful. Good. The room seems how? The room seems huge. What else? Beer. The room. Let's say something else. The movie appears to be scary. It did come after the noun and verb. So now that we've understood, let's move on to the next one. But then before I move to the next slide, I want you to know if you've understood it. Yes, say yes. If you've not understood it, stop. Think. Listen to me. Again, if you can. And figure out examples. And you will get it. I try to simplify it as much as I can for you.